guys, Slings coming at you. So this week is just going to be some random stuff, nothing in particular. And right now I'm sitting outside in sunny Florida. It's about 72 degrees in January. And I just got done talking with my sister back in Chicago, and she told me how it's like 10 degrees. So I figure I'll make a couple people jealous and be sitting outside on my patio. I just went out to the mailbox and I got this package in today. So I just got done watching the G.I. Joe Resolute film, and I just thought it was an awesome movie, and especially the part with Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes and stuff, and it just made me want to pick up some figures. Mostly all I wanted is the Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow. Um, a lot of people know I'm not real big into collecting other lines and stuff like that. I mostly stick to just Legends, and like even the DC stuff I collect is only like Batman related stuff, and like I got the Turtles and a couple Transformers here and there, but not really that much. Mostly I'm just Legends, just strictly Marvel Legends. But these Joe figures are sick, and you know, between the movie, get me hyped up about it, and that new show, that G.I. Joe Renegades, that show is real nice. I really enjoy that show. That and Transformers Prime I think are really good over on the Hub. I watch both of those now. And then it being G.I. Joe Saturday, it was either last week or the week before. So it got me hyped to get a couple figures. And just going around my neighborhood and stuff like that, I can't find anything. Hasbro's distribution in Southwest Florida just sucks. It's really bad. So I just started trolling online, seeing what I can find, and I got some really good deals. I got this box set, which comes with the Snake Eyes, which I don't know why he has a green mask. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that or what, but I know like the single carded one isn't like that, but it's alright. I could paint it. I really don't care for the green. I'd rather it be gray, but then it comes with Beachhead, Duke, Flint, Scarlet, and Roadblock, and Ripcord under there. So I got this and the Cobra set, which comes with Zartan, a Soldier, Destro, Cobra Commander, Baroness, Storm Shadow, and Firefly. Sorry for that noise in the background. Yeah, but I got both of these sets for $50 shipped. So I was like, man, that's less than $5 a figure. I mean, that's crazy. It's less than $4 a figure, actually. So I was like, oh, I had to pick that up. Then I picked up this, came in the mail today too. This Snake Eyes is bad. I paid a little bit more than retail for this. I think I paid like $10 shipped for this. But I was talking to a couple people on Facebook, and they were telling me how that's a good deal, because I guess this thing goes for a lot more now. And I can't find it in my stores. So if I got to pay a little bit extra going online, saves me gas money even trying to look around for stuff, because there's just nothing out here. When it comes to anything Hasbro related, there's just nothing out here unless it's Star Wars. They pack the shelves with Star Wars. But so I'm going to crack these open. I actually kind of have a display in mind with Snake Eyes for the round 4 tournament that I need to do. I got something planned. I don't know. I might use it. It'll be my first time doing a 3 3/4 inch full-on display if I do it. I got a bunch of Cobra Troopers coming too, and I got something planned, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do it or not. I'm not really familiar with posing these smaller figures, and I mean, these Joes look really articulated though, double jointed knees and stuff. And I'll do a little review on one of these, if not in this video, in another video, and maybe some of these box sets. But really nice looking figures, the detail and everything. All the accessories that come with them are real dope. But yeah, and I guess they were brand new, $36 each, and you know, the guy got them off of eBay, got them at Ross, so I'm sure he got a good deal on them. He probably got these for like $20 each, you know, sold them to me for $50, so he made a little dough. Over on the A.C.B.A. Facebook page, there's always talk about picture taking. That's a really good forum to talk about, like, you know, the new Legends that are coming out, or you know, movies or this or that. I mean, we talk about everything over there. There isn't anything like comic related that we don't talk about. But the main reason I go to that page is to see the art and to see pictures. and so that's what draws me in. So whenever there's talk about picture taking and lighting of pictures, I always like to get involved in those conversations because I want to learn more. I'm really new to picture taking and everything, so I'm not really a photographer or anything. I use a halfway decent camera. It's not the best. It's just a Sony. And but anyway, so I was just talking with J.R.A. Nightmare, and he was asking me if I would show a little bit how I light the stuff, and I was like, yeah, sure, I tell you, a guy that really did a good video about lighting, though, was Advocate 928. I'll try to find it and post the video link down below. But he did a really good thing showing how he lights his displays and everything, but I'll show you guys now. I use these finger lights, which I'm going to turn off right now because the batteries go dead really fast. I've shown these plenty of times. They're only $1 at the Dollar Tree, and I think they're a really great tool to use. But once the battery goes dead, they're dead. So I actually bought a bunch of these just like for backup. This is the second set I've used now. Because when like I'm shooting a video, I'll use them, and like sometimes I have to do the video take like 5 times, and so the battery goes dead on them. Another thing I use is these LED lights here. Another thing Advocate just showed in his last like vlog video was he got these LED lights that are like circle that he uses for his like Iron Man displays. I think those are real cool. I'm gonna try to find those. And these lights you could just get like at a hardware store, and they're usually like anywhere between $1 and $2. So I'm going to turn off each light at a time just to show you the different shades of lighting. And then I usually use some kind of overhead light, and that's a daytime light bulb and just a light there. And then I'll dim the lights behind me just so the light focuses in more on the picture. So this is the difference without the lights, and I'll turn them back on again. And then once I complete the picture, I don't do any kind of like Photoshop into it, other than there is a couple things I do. Is like if it's blurry a little bit or something, I'll change the contrast of it just to sharpen up the picture. If it's too red, I'll cool it off into like a blue level, and I'll crop the picture. Like I might take the picture from way back here, and I'll just crop the ends off, each end. But other than that, I don't mess with Photoshop, and I don't change the picture or anything like that. So I like it to just be how it is and just let the picture speak for itself. And then I play around, I'll move the lights in different spots. I'll put them overhead and see how that changes it. I'll put it underneath, see how it changes it. Left, right, behind, I'll put them in every different angle and just see which I think looks the best. So I'll show you this picture now. So just a little bit more info about this. I was trying to get it like, and I took this picture because it's crossover Saturday, so that's why I got Batman versus the Goblins at the A.C.B.A. community page. Every Saturday, I've talked about this before, there's a theme there. And once again, I'm going to talk about this probably in every BSWS I ever make. If you guys aren't part of that Facebook community page on Facebook and the community page on YouTube, you're really missing out. There's a lot of fun stuff always going on over there. So make sure you join. There's a like page also. Make sure you find that, and like it just to give some support to the whole community and everything. There's also other groups over there that are a lot of fun too, like the MLC, Action Figure Addicts. There's a comic shop one, where my buddy Ed, he uploads comic books to it. There's a bunch of stuff over there, so you guys come check me out and find what I like, and maybe you'll like it too. But anyways, so I was trying to get Batman turning his head really fast, and all I did was just take the figure, brought it to my job, and just Xeroxed his head in different positions, and then just cut him out and put him on there. I was trying to make motion lines. Probably should have put the lines in between the heads. Now I'm looking at it, that would probably be better. And then I was just trying to get it focused in a certain way in the picture to make it look like his head was spinning. It's still a work in process. It didn't come out exactly as I wanted, but I think it came out alright for a first attempt at it. I'm sure somebody's going to totally improve on this and make it look a lot better. Maybe I should have faded the copies to make them less pronounced color-wise and stuff. It might have looked better that way. But yeah, something real simple you can do, just something new. And then and you could see the wax there now probably. I just put them all on there with wax. That was it. Vanilla posing all the way around, but I still think it looked pretty dramatic when you look at the picture, just because it's something different, you know. And like I said before, I always try stuff, and if it doesn't work, oh well, it fails. But and a lot of times I don't show that stuff when it fails. I think this one isn't like a win, but it's not a fail either. It's like in between. So just something else to try out. Just showing the display I showed in the beginning of the video, more lighting effects. This one, all I used was the overhead light, which is a daylight bulb, and one LED light. And I put it in the candle so I can move it around and get it angled. See, when I moved the light, you know, I was seeing which way it looked the best. I had it like this in the video, and I didn't even notice until just now. See, sometimes I have to go back and look at what I shot to make sure it came out good. But now I can see, I don't like the shadow on the cutout like that. So I probably should have used the light on this side. That's a lot better. But I already shot the video, so I'm not going to shoot it again right now. But if I was doing like a contest entry or a tournament entry or something, I definitely would go back and look at the video before I submit it. But anyways, so I'll put it back how I had it. Another thing I like to do is try to light up the cutout in certain ways. The cutouts will catch the reflection of the lights and stuff like that. There was a good example of one I did with Wolverine and Cyclops, and I put the light on it in a certain way, and it made the cutout actually glow. I'll show that picture again. I just think, you know, you just got to play with it and see what looks the best. And then, see, this LED coming overhead I think looks really good too. It's kind of lighting up the cutout. See how it's making the cutout glow? It's not really reflective, but it's kind of like glowing. I like that a lot. Let's see what it looks like from the back. Yeah, the back's alright, but you can see the wax coming through on the C right there. So you gotta watch out for that too. I kind of like this from the back too, though. It looks pretty nice. No show next week. I might do a review on one of the box sets, the G.I. Joe box sets I showed earlier in the show, or I might just put up a display with it. I'm not sure, but there won't be a behind the scenes show next week. And then the week after that will be my round 4 tournament entry, so keep an eye out for that, for the A.C.B.A. World Championship Tournament. Then the week after that, I'm going to do a Bsws on an explosion effect. If you've seen in my round 3 entry, the Spider-Man video, at the end I had like an explosion. Really something super simple to make, but I'm just going to focus a whole video on it. I actually probably should have put it in this one because it's along the lines of lighting. But I'll show you that in a couple weeks, so keep an eye out for that. And that's about it. Check out all the links I put down below, and I'll see you guys later. Alright, peace.